go to this website here, aws.amazon.com. When you get to the website, once it loads, click on Get Started with for free or create an AWS account. I'm going to click on this. Then you want to sign in for AWS so that you can use their services. This, you have to provide two things for authentication. When we get to security, you're going to be learning a lot about security jargons. The first thing you need to provide is called your root user email address, meaning that you have to create a users on AWS. And the first user you are creating, the person needs a username and a password. But the username you are going to use for this person is the email. So this is the only person or only user that will sign in with email. Any other person can use something, whatever they want to sign in, either username or email. But this first person can only use an email to sign in. And also, this root user, once you create an account finish on AWS, this root user can do anything and everything on the AWS account. It can delete the account as is able to create the account now. It will also be able to delete the account. It will be able to modify anything. It will be able to do anything. It doesn't have limits to what it can do. So that tells you that this is the root user, just like how we have it on Linux, that the root can do anything. So this person too can do anything. So now let's create this person. I think I have to, let me quickly see if I have, because I have a lot of emails and I've used all of them for AWS accounts. Let me see if I have a free email, because the email that you used before, you cannot use it again. So if you already have an AWS before, don't bother to create another one because you can just continue using that one. But if you do not have anyone, then you have to create one, but you cannot use an email that you have already used before. So with that being said, give me 1 minute, let me quickly open an account. Not going to be long. And the email that you are using, you must have access to it because they are going to send some information there. So I'm going to call this here. Let me just call it Flash TV as. So I'm creating batch 3 at TheCornelis.com. All right, I need to give the account a name. I'm just going to call it TheCornelis Inc. TheCornelis. Then I'm going to verify the email. So on the email, it's going to send you a verification. You can see AWS verification. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to paste here and verify. So now the root user, I'm going to quickly do one thing here before I forget this. This is batch 3, right? This is my username. Then my password. But it is looking at me like, okay, let me see his password. That line. My password is Did you hear that?
I got what you typed. Don't worry, I got it already.
I don't trust you, but they.
I wonder what kind of password is that one.
Honestly, I'm
smart.
wondering too, but I got it. I got the
Eh,
password. Don't worry.
Okay.
So I wasn't sleeping. Oh, you were thinking I was sleeping. I didn't sleep.
Oh,
Work.
okay. Okay, I want to say you are not sleeping, but you just answer now. Maybe somebody will just tell you that, hey,
No.
let me call you. And that's okay. Okay, I'm just joking. Then.
Okay.
All
Was
right.
having latency.
Oh, the latency was slow. I get it. That wasn't me that said that. So I'm going to give it my name, full name, then my phone number, 5499000. But you don't start calling me on. That's when you say, oh, I know his number now. In my last batch, it was Henry I focused on, so but they was on that role.
Now I can't even miss a class again now.
Just to scan us there because I don't want anybody to know my address. Okay, but they close your eyes. You think I'm going to do this in your front? Never.
My eyes are closed now. Just you can.
I don't trust you. As I said earlier, oh, I don't have virtual card. Don't do this with your real card. Make sure you use virtual card because if you go and if you are like me, I try a lot of things that I don't even do at work. And when you try too much things, they start charging you. When they charge you, you have to pay because you already have your card there.
What do you mean by virtual card?
Like you go and buy all these kind of card. I don't have them here. You buy it in Walmart. It's not a gift card. They call it virtual card. You buy those cards and they help you to load money on it.
Okay.
So don't tell me that you don't have one.
I don't have one yet too.
I'll be singing, hey, make sure you have your account, make sure you have your accounts. Let me see, what's your name?
I have AWS account, but I don't have the. I thought you were asking if I have the virtual card.
Yeah, the virtual card I'm talking about. Okay, so you use your own account for the well, you got your money.
I'm always stopping it once I.
You won't see. Let me tell you something. By the time there is a time that you're going to get that, it will get interesting that you will not even know that maybe you are troubleshooting something and it's late already. You just let me go sleep and you forgot it. And you come back the next day, you see like, oh, these people have did justice to my account. So they're going to send an email, a code to your phone. Just put the code there. And there was a problem. Yeah, I know there's going to be a problem with my account. Sign into your account. So that means despite that problem, the account has already been created. I'm going to open it, batch 3.
Please, I have a question, please.
I'm listening.
Okay, the issue of using card to open an account, I just want to know, maybe, is there a way to set when we have already opened the account, like a notification, like maybe you put the price, whatever you are doing on a certain amount, maybe you have exceeded the amount. are they going to notify to let you know in case not to charge you in order, because like how you said, when it's funky, you keep doing a lot of things. But when you are in a certain amount, like, okay, if I exceed this amount, will I be able to know to correct some certain things? Is it possible?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible. So we're going to do that. You two, you are like, but they always go ahead of the class. We're going to do all that.
Can I quickly ask you a question?
I hope you are not like Bode.
No. Earlier, when you were trying to open up your AWS, you used like token or MFA, whatever. Can you show us how to do that so that we don't have to use the roots?
And you say you are not like Bode.
I'm not.
Bode, I'm going to put all of you in the same group. So you can be ahead of the class. That is, we're still going to do that. That is ahead of the class. Sorry, somebody is trying to enter the class, and please stop going out and coming in. I don't see anybody here. Okay, Miriam.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I just realized that I left my instance on for the past like 3 days, and I stopped it before we started the AWS stuff now. So how can I know how much of this thing that I've used?
Actually, if the instance you have is still free, we're going to get there, but they are not going to charge you because you are still under the free tier.
Yes.
So they are not going to charge you for that.
Okay,
But let me just finish with my payments. The card I use, they don't collect it because I know it was an expired card, but I just want to try it. I don't want to use my red card, but they know my scope, so I have to put my red card there because I don't have the virtual one. But for you, don't do this at all.
Can I say something about what Temitope asked?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I opened my account, I used one of my cards. Though it's not a card, it's not something I use every time. So I'm not worried about that. So immediately I opened an instance, I created an instance. They charged me $1, right? So I don't know if that $1, I don't know what that $1 was for, but after a while, they reversed the money back to my account. I don't know what happened there, but it's probably because of what you just said now, that I'm using a free account, and I've not gone so deep into the usage. Probably that's why they reversed the money back into my account. So they're probably not going to charge you with what you are using now. But when we go neck deep into the training, and we are doing a lot of things, getting our hands dirty, then probably they're going to start charging probably a little bit or something. So yeah.
All right. What actually happened there was that why they charge you with that $1 is just for verification that
exactly
the account is the credit is valid, the account is valid. And they refund it back. That just verification, and they charge everybody. And when you open your AWS account, it gives you some free period. If you look at this, we see that they said, let me see, did they have it here? Sign up. I'm still working on my, okay, because let me finish. I was going to show you, they give you some free tier, some free time to use. And during that period, if you stay within the limits and you don't jump outside of the limits, you're still fine. They are not going to charge you. If you look at it here, they have a lot of free things there. A lot of services are free. Anywhere they're going to tell you that this is free. But some services, they are not free at all, even from your day one. If you go there, you pay for it. So if you instance that you pick, if you obey and use the free one, as I said during the training, that you should always use the free tier, then they are not going to charge you for almost 750 hours or something like that. But if not, if you go and use higher version, then you're going to pay for it. All right. So once you put in your credit card or your debit card or your virtual card and you submit it, it's going to show you that, okay, you're fine. Then it's going to ask you to select, sign up for AWS. You're going to select a support plan. Go for free for now. When you start making money in AWS and you want developer support so that you can call AWS, they can help you out, and you can go for the developer support. But as long as it is now, even me myself, I'm not making money on AWS, so I'm doing free. So here now, click on complete sign up. What's it? Sorry if there was an error, but I pick on one already. Let me change this. No, we complete sign up. Search contact AWS. Why? Anyway, this is not a problem. You just click on complete sign up. It's going to give you the same thing. Okay, I just need to refresh. So now you see when you click on complete sign up, it gives you congratulations that your AWS is opened. Then you are asked to go to the management console. The management console, we're going to explain it later. Everything on AWS, you're going to know it later after this class. Because we're going to, I'm not this class, this training, but we're going to explain everything as we are getting into them. Now, this is the first interface. This place here. Remember when we are doing on Linux, we say there are two ways of accessing your Linux. Who can remind us the two ways of talking to your operating system? Body?
SSH key.
No.
The
GUI and
The GUI and the terminal, the shell.
Terminal, sorry.
So if you like, the same thing happened here. If you want to be using the GUI, we say you are using the console. That is the management console. Then at the same time, you can use the AWS CLI, which is like the terminal. And the other one, there's a lot of it, but this is the two one that we're going to be using here. Then the other one, you can use infrastructure as code. That is when we're going to be writing code in terms of creating something. This is what they call infrastructure as code here. Oh, but then what is this thing I put here? Did you came here to take it off? Okay, here. This is infrastructure as code. What this one is doing here is creating EC2. Instead of you to go to the console on the management console and create EC2, you can just do something like this, and you're also going to create EC2. You're going to learn all of that on how to create EC2. But our focus for this first 1 month is understanding AWS from the console. Now that we open our AWS account, what next? I'm going to log out and I'm going to start from the beginning. But like, okay, I think we still have some like 34 minutes. Do anybody have questions that is going to take us like 20 minutes to answer? You can ask now.
mine might not take 20 minutes to answer.
Yeah,
just want to know the infrastructure as code. Is it the same thing as the cloud formation?
Yes.
In AWS. Okay.
But we're not going to focus on cloud formation. We are focusing on Terraform. But I didn't put cloud formation there, but I may spend like 2 hours to teach cloud formation just for people that want to learn it.
So it's the same. It's an alternative to Terraform. Is an alternative to cloud formation, but it's not part of AWS service.
Yeah. It's they call it like cloud agnostic, meaning that they are not for any cloud. They are by themselves, but you can use it for any cloud. but CloudFormation is only for AWS. So that's why company prefer something that you can use for all other purposes instead of just getting stick to only one AWS. So mostly people, they prefer you to know Terraform than CloudFormation.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So let's see. I think you have enough knowledge today. I might postpone because we have our AWS account, which is good. So the next thing for us to do is to start talking about the routes. The routes that you use to log in. You know this account here? When you click on AWS, when you go to aws.com, this is their website. Then you click on, hey, I want to sign in. Sign into the console. You can see the console there. Sign into the console. Let me go back here. It's going to show me. Sign into the console. It means that you want to sign in and start using the GUI. So when you sign in through here, that means you want to start using the GUI. But to sign in, you can sign in two ways. You can either sign in as a root user or as an IAM user. If you just open your account for the first time, brand new account, you have never created any other user before, you don't know what an IAM user is for, it's called, the only way you can sign is root. And this is when you use the email that you use when you are signing up. That is what you are going to use here. So I'm going to put my email here. Then when I click on sign in, it's going to tell me, say error. Why does it have error? Let me just refresh.
There's batch. I'm 3 missing in the batch.
Batch 3 is missing?
Yes, what you type earlier.
You see some
what you
people
type earlier has no 3.
You see some people has even crammed my user ID. What's the probability that somebody has not crammed my
Tunde, you know the ID, right? I know the password. Let's collaborate.
You see them?
Nice combination, buddy.
You see them? Okay, oh, and Tina too. Good guys, God know your address. So I'm going to put this, and I'm going to put my password. So I'm able to log in. So as the root user, you log in with the email and the password that you use to create the account. This email and the password is very, very powerful because guess what this account can do? It can also close, it can open and it can close that AWS account. It can do anything and everything. So guess what? In company, this root user, they don't play with it at all because your 10 years, your 50 years of work can be deleted within 1 minute. So this is very powerful. That is why we're going to talk about the security behind AWS root user. How do you secure this so that it doesn't get in wrong hands, so that you don't lose all what you've been working for years? The first thing is before we go further, let's see what you can use this root user for. But I think we already running out of time. Let me postpone this to tomorrow. Then we will just start afresh from the root user so that before somebody starts stoning me from their house, I'll just start seeing stone here. Any question from here? Do you guys want me to continue? Or, me, I don't have problem. I can continue, but I think we can pick it up from here tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I have a thing. I have a question to ask. Like you said, the root user, which is a very, very sensitive role. So then I notice ARM user, so which is like maybe is under root user. So is it possible for a root user to know whenever Ham is logging, IAM is logging into console. Maybe is it possible to know on or offline, like in a secured way, to know, okay, what is really going on? Is it possible, sir?
Yeah. So when we get inside the class properly, we're going to get to a particular service called Cloud Tray. This Cloud Tray, anybody that connects, or we call it event monitoring, sorry. Anybody that connects to your AWS account, whatever, from the first time that the person connects, you start monitoring them. And every step that the person takes, whatever they do, is going to be monitoring them. And you can use this service with another service, which is called SNS. So the Cloud Tray, we monitor what the person is doing, and once it captures what the person is doing, and if the person do what you think the person should not be able to do, the Cloud Tray is going to send the SNS signal that, hey, this person is doing this, or this person have done this. Then you can tell the SNS, like, whenever the Cloud Tray tell you this, send me a message. So don't worry. I said it earlier, you are like Bode that is jumping ahead of the class. So I'm going to change your name now. Yemi Bode, both of you. All right. Don't worry. We're going to cover a lot of things in the class, and the 2,000 that you paid, you will even add more to it at the end of the class. It's like, Yemi, this money is too small.
Okay.
Yeah, you will see. All right. Without any other questions, I want to say thank you for coming today. I'm sticking to the time. I'm giving, okay, now look at it now. This is just 11:42 and I'm closing. So you guys are owing me 18 hours. So one day if we go more than the normal class, just switch it for each other, okay?
Okay.
Temitope, want to say something?
So are you saying we are owing you, or you are owing us?
You are owing me. You are owing me, because there will be a day that we want to use that time. And somebody should not say, hey, Yemi, you're supposed to have closed by now.
Oh, okay, I get it. I get the point now.
Yeah. All right. But I will try as much as possible to stick with time. Because some people are like, hey, Yemi, stick with time. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please, let's come early tomorrow and try to be on calm. I want to see you as many people as possible. Now I know, but I know you need to be troublesome. Okay, I know Oluwaseun too. Yeah, you have me on cancel morning. I know Oluwaseun, I know Bode. I don't know Tunde. I don't know you. I know Yemi to be fake person. I'm the original Yemi. So the other Yemi is fake.
So
okay, I know Kenneth to be disturbing me all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
So under one of the services, if you don't mind to scroll up a little bit, right there, the wavelength. Could you just touch that again?
Yeah, so don't bother yourself about this, because we are not even going to talk about it after today. But it's used to provide services to mobile phones. If you are using AWS to serve content to mobile phones, and you want your customer to have 0 or single digit latencies, then instead of serving the content from EC2, you can, or from availability zone, you can serve the content from the wavelength, so that it moves the content closer to the mobile phone. So anytime you see a question that is talking about customer using mobile phone for a service and they need a single latencies, then the only answer there is wavelength, because that is the only thing that serves mobile phone content.
Is this part of like because there's this other area in companies, or I've heard something about mobile device management called MDM. Is that related in any way?
No. This is just like geographical location, like a place that, the region you can it's like multiple availability zones together in a region. And when you want your service to be closer to people, then you go and create another region, not a region, but another place, and you put some resources there. The name given to that place is called local zones. But if you don't want to go as much as spending money that's for a local zone, because there's not a lot of people there, they only need websites in that area, then you can just put a server there, and you call that area that you put the server edge location. So the same thing is that is applicable to wavelength. It's just a place that if you have people that are using your mobile device, if they have them, maybe you have people using your mobile device in Houston, Texas, then you can create a wavelength closer there, closer to where they are. Just like how how they put masks everywhere in Nigeria. That's the same thing like this. You move the mask close to those customers.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Sorry, the last question. This PDF for this AWS, are you going to update it in the one we had for the other class, or is going to be different?
So this one is going to be different because the first one we have is for list and gift. That is the end for that. Then I'm going to start creating another one for AWS.
So are we still going to do GitHub on this side of, or we're done with it?
No. We are going to still get to GitHub, but when we get to GitHub, that is when the time we're going to start doing more of GitHub is when we start writing this code. So that is where we're going to be storing this code, and that's when you now learn more about GitHub. But for now, don't stress yourself on it.
Okay, so you're going to give us this material right now, or would wait for it?
Wait for it, please. Let me take some rest first.
Thank you.
You see, Bode has been hammering me with questions since. But I will, before tomorrow class, try to rewatch the video you want to watch it, but the materials, I always like to put all the materials together at the same time, maybe tomorrow, or if I have time this data today, I will do it. But otherwise, please permit me, if you don't see it this night, you might say tomorrow morning or tomorrow morning.
All right.
Okay, please, what time are we joining the class tomorrow?
Tomorrow is 3 p.m.
3, okay.
p.m. If you have not paid your money, please do so. Tomorrow, I allow a lot of people to come to the class today. Tomorrow might not be the same thing. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.